your queries by logging into www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Again, this is the afternoon session of our webinar on distance learning in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. We're a month away before the opening of classes. So I hope that everybody is ready and getting all the preparations done for our learners. I know everybody has already exerted a lot of effort, but again, according to our ASDS Ma'am Mary Ann Aliera, let us not rest on our laurels. We have to do 101% or more of what is expected from us. So again, if you have questions of the descriptions and considerations for each digital learning delivery modality, please write down your comment and log in to www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Again, if you have questions about the processes of our division contextualized learning modalities, specifically on the blended distance learning, Dr. Ervin M. Planas is ready to answer. For online learning, Dr. Lorraine O. Idrea. For self-learning modules, Dr. Monisa P. Maba. For digital audio with SLM activity sheets, Dr. Rosalio R. Vios. For digital video with SLM activity sheets, Dr. Marife B. Vicoy. For TV-based instruction, Dr. Maria Eva S. Idon. For radio-based instruction, Dr. Rubin L. Tabar. For the map of learning resources needed for each subcategory of digital learning delivery modality, Dr. Angelito D. Barasona. And for the weekly home learning plan and individual monitoring plan, Dr. Earl C. Villagonzalo. They are all ready and on standby, of course, reading all of your queries, and they will answer it in a little while. Again, go to www.menti.com. Menti is spelled as MENTI. www.menti.com and use the code for the weekly home learning plan 23219. Again, good afternoon to all our webinar attendees, a total of 2,541. I guess some of the teachers are not online. Maybe they are watching a single screen or a single TV at their school. So we can understand that we haven't reached the 5,000 plus attendees because some of the teachers or administrator together with their teachers are using a single source of information, maybe a single laptop or dual laptop or a TV at their schools or at their homes. So again, we are encouraging everyone to ask questions right now about the different digital learning delivery modalities. Our education program supervisors are ready to answer your questions. Go to www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Ano di pa auto ka? Wala tayo live stream. Nakata? Sa Facebook. Tapos sa YouTube. Again, good afternoon, everyone. We would like to encourage all the teachers and school administrators to ask your questions by going to our website, www.menti.com, MENTI. and use the code 7323219. Let me repeat, 7323219. Log in to www.menti.com. Menti is spelled as MENTI. Again, for all of your queries about the descriptions and considerations for each digital learning delivery modality, kindly comment or write your questions down by going to www.menti.com. So we're just waiting for all of your queries, and our education program supervisors are ready to answer your questions. Again, the processes of division contextualized learning modalities are blended distance learning, online learning, self-learning modules, digital audio with SLM activity sheets, digital video with SLM activity sheets, TV-based instruction, radio-based instruction, map of the learning resources needed for each subcategory for DLBM or digital learning delivery modalities, and weekly home learning plan and individual monitoring plan. Again, go to www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Thank you. Again, good afternoon, everyone. We're encouraging everybody to please ask your queries by going to our website, www.menti.com. Menti is spelled as MENTI. And use the code 7323219. We do have one question from our teacher. Are we allowed to download self-learning modules from other SDOs or school division offices, especially those lessons not available in the region? Again, we have a question for our education program supervisors of the Curriculum Implementation Division. Are we allowed to download self-learning modules from other SDOs or school division offices, especially those lessons not available in the region? CID? Anybody from the Curriculum Implementation Division can answer our question?
Dr. Imborong, please. Dr. Imborong.
Ma'am Connie, Dr. Connie Imborong. Dr. Connie Imborong, we have a question. Are we allowed to download SLMs or self-learning modules from other SDOs, especially those lessons not available in the region?
Dr. Emboro.
Good afternoon, ma'am. May question guys. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Connie.
Yes, good
We, ha-
afternoon.
we have a question. Are we allowed to download SLMs from other SDOs or school division offices, especially those lessons not available in the region?
Actually, our website in the region is being restricted by the LR. Hello, good afternoon, sa. Kita na ko, no? Hello, good afternoon. Actually, as of now, our website in the regional office is being restricted by Sir Dan. Because what happened during the quality assurance in the regional level, during that time we allowed our evaluators to download the SLMs. But what happened was all of the modules, all of the SLMs, available SLMs uploaded in the website were being deleted by the evaluators. So that was the act being made by the region through Sir Dan, no, so gi-restrict sa ang pag-access kay nangawala ang mga SLMs nga available dito. So ang buhaton lang is we will just coordinate with the district supervisor and then the APSS as well as the LR staff in the division office.
Hello, Con.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Are we done with all of the SLMs for first quarter? Have we given that to the field?
Yes, ma'am. Dugay na, taud-taud na.
Anong na ako man ang question ngayon, Ana?
I think sa nag-raise of question, I think we need to be specific as to what grade level and learning area ang dili pa available. Kaya it's so hard for us to address the question kung dili siya specific. Kung kinsa tong nag-raise sa query siguro. Unsa nga learning area, grade level ang kulang.
Hello, Con.
Ha? Oo, kanapod. And one more thing po, ma'am, isa po sa ato ang na-encounter karon nga problem is that some of the SLMs being uploaded by the APSS were also deleted by those who access the site. So no problema, just like what happened in mathematics kay Ma'am Lore, Ma'am Olavides, Dr. Idria di ay, Ma'am Idria. Nahurot o ka-delete ay iyang module sa link, ma'am. So mo po na isa ka problema na to.
Excuse me. Before our agreement, even before June, our agreement was all of the PSDSs shall have the complete file. This was our agreement. I could still remember. All of the PSDSs and coordinating principals to include APSs shall have a complete file from kinder up to grade 12, all of the SLMs ready for distribution to the specific schools under them. Do we have soft copies stored in the external drive of our PSDSs this time and coordinating principals ready for distribution to schools? Because I am sure that was our agreement after the downloading of all SLMs by the LRs. The LR being the hub shall gather all of the SLMs from kinder up to grade 12. And after that, that file, the stored file, shall be distributed to all PSDSs and coordinating principals. Then the PSDSs and coordinating principals shall be the hub of information, the hub of soft copy of those SLMs in the district, and they are going to have that given to all of the schools, aside from the system that we are having in the division office, because this is a way of ensuring that once technology on file will fail, then we have a stored copy in the external hard drive. Mabataan na?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, when we received your instruction to provide the field with soft copies of the SLMs, we did that already. But what happened also was there are some EPSs who made changes with the SLMs. Like for example, in the sa first release na to, ang ilang decide is RO. RO nga SLMs. Pero pagkaabot sa nanay available nga CO, na ilang gipang ilisan. Nga instead of RO, CO na lang ang gamiton. So murag ing ana ang nahitabo ma'am. So mo tong ako na lang gi-advise sa field dili lang sa gyud ipahurot og print ang module like i-focus lang gyud sa first 2 or 4 weeks kay na may mga changes gipang kuan ang mga EPSS ma'am kung nanay available sa CO.
Kinsa naman question about ana di pangita sa ka masulban ng problema diretso.
Sige na naman ang PSDS. Hindi ko
Akong
pagklarifiy.
question akong question.
Yes ma'am.
Tanan ba PSDS and APS na soft copy kinder up to grade 12 o subject areas? SLM?
Yes ma'am, gitagaan na sila. Actually ma'am, the PSDSs were already provided with the EPSS ma'am as to SLMs in all grade levels o sa per learning area. Gitagaan na yun sila actually ang PSDSs.
Oh, so what is
Kompleto
our
naman ma'am,
answer?
kompleto na.
What is our answer to the question?
Kompleto na. Oh.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone.
What is our answer to the question?
Okay, ma'am. I think it is very clear that the instruction was they are going the APSS will be the one to get the SLM to be reproduced. Yes, ma'am. The APSS will be the one to choose which one will be reproduced already will be reproduced to the field, and then it will be given to the public school district supervisor or the coordinating principal. So only those coming from the PSDSS and the coordinating principals are gitawag natong pwede na gyud nga i-print, ma'am. So therefore, they are not allowed to get a copy or download from other divisions. I hear that they are also downloading SLM from division. So therefore, that's why I called the attention of that teacher, for example, teacher or principal nga, why are they having that copy from other division where in fact the instruction was very clear that they should get that soft copy from the district supervisor which were given by the APSS. Yun lang ang legal, ma'am. Dili na nata pwedeng di sila pwedeng mag-put sa dapit season.
Okay, klaro na ha. We sing with one voice. One song, one voice.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Answers, klaro na. Repeat the sounding joy. Ang klaro source to all teachers listening right there. If problems on internet, go to your PSDS or coordinating principal for solution.
Yes, ma'am.
Analam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am Ann. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Thank you so much, Dr. Connie Imborong and Dr. Mary Arlene Carbonera, for answering our first question for this afternoon's open forum. Again, it is very clear that we are not allowed to download SLMs from other divisions. Again, you can get only the self-learning modules from our sources, our PSDSS, education program supervisors, and coordinating principals. Again, we are not allowed to download SLMs from other division offices. You can get the SLMs from your EPSS, PSDSS, and coordinating principals only. So again, if you do have some more questions or queries, go to www.menti.com. Menti is spelled as MENTI, and use the code 7323219. I'd like you to get your pen and paper right now and write down the code 7323219. Go to www.menti.com. Yes, Ma'am Ann?
Dong?
Yes,
a
ma'am.
reminder to the field. Reminder, there was a specification for the printing of self-learning modules. I hope the field is able to follow the specification because once the Commission on Audit will check, that specification will be the basis. So, reminder to all principals, after printing all of your SLMs, do not immediately distribute, but that should undergo to the hand of the technical working group of your school to check the specification, to check whether the actual number, with the inspectorate, i-check sa kung ang actual number nga plan for printing, the same ba sa giplano, the same ba sa specification, i-check sa technical working group on SLM reproduction of your school, and i-check sa inspectorate committee sa inyong school before na siya ninyo i-distribute. So please do that kay basin o makurat na lang unya mo ining abot sa kuha na dili na dai na mao ang inyong mapakita, so that will become a finding and you might face legal impediment. Klaruhan ninyo in taon mga isuon.
All right, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann, for that reminder for all our school administrators.
Oo, natay specification, Dr. Imborong, basig na iwa naka-follow. Ang specification, use A4, if I could still remember, Con. Dr. Imborong, specification of SLMs, please.
Dr.
A4.
Connie Imborong. Dr. Connie. Dr. Connie Imborong.
Yes, sorry kayo, namirma magkukumplihan. Hello, yes, good afternoon again. What is our question, Sir Jong?
Ma'am Ann is raising F1.
Remind ang field, repeat the specification, the printing of learning module.
Okay. So, as to specification,
please repeat
yes,
the specification.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Kasi kayo makapalo.
Okay, ma'am. As to specification of the printing of the self-learning modules, the size, the bond paper size is A4 because our modules are set in A4 size bond paper. And then 80 GSM if possible kay baga-baga siya. But if wala na gyud available nga 80, at least 70 GSM, but dili lang ito pwede itong nipis nito kayo kay di na magamit, no? Di na magamit. So at least 70 to 80 GSM. Kung may 80, mas maayo yun ang 80. And then 3 ka staple, no? Ato naman lang ipakita during sa meeting with the school heads. So for example, if this is the module, na siya tulo ka staple wire kay para ano siya, strong ligon siya, then duct tape na yon. So standard size is A4, not booklet, not legal.
All right, thank you so much, Ma'am Connie, for reminding our school principals about the specifications and the printing of self-learning modules. Ma'am Ann?
Okay na, Jong. Thank you, Con. Thank you, Jong.
Salamat, Ma'am Ann. Thank you kay Sir Jong.
Thank you, Ma'am Con. Thank you, Ma'am Ann. Again, the field is reminded of the specifications that we are going to follow for the printing of self-learning modules. We have to use A4 size bond paper, not legal, and we have to use the 70 to 80 GSM para baga ang papel, and use 3 staple wires on the edge and bind it with a duct tape. Again, please follow the specifications so that we can we won't have any legal impediments with COA. So again, A4 size bond paper, 70 to 80 GSM, 3 staple wires on the edge, and bind it with a duct tape. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Connie. Again, good afternoon, everyone. We are having an open forum right now for our afternoon session of our webinar on distance learning in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. We are requesting everybody to ask your questions by going to the website www.menti.com, MENTI.com, and use the code 7323219. Regarding the query we had a while ago, are we allowed to download SLMs from other SDO, especially from those lessons that are not available? Again, we are not allowed to download SLMs from other division offices. You can only get the self-learning modules files from your PSDSS or your public schools district supervisors or your education program supervisors of the different learning areas and your coordinating principals. That's from Dr. Connie Imborong. And for regarding the query a while ago, the teacher said they only have TLE ICT 9 Module 1 only as of the moment, and TLE ICT 10 Modules 1 to 4 only. No other SLMs available from the files that they have taken from the PSDS, Ma'am Aliera. So they only have TLE ICT 9 Module 1 only, and TLE ICT 10 Modules 1 to 4 only. No other SLMs available from the files given by the PSDS. So your reaction from the CID section about this? Why do they only have TLE ICT 9 Module 1 only and TLE ICT 10 Module 1 to 4 only? Any reaction from our group from the CID?
We will request Dr. Vios to answer that, please.
Thank you, Ma'am Arlene. Sir Vios, Dr. Vios.
Sir John, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Vios. We have one concern from our teacher right here. They only have TLE ICT 9 Module 1, and they're waiting also for other modules, and TLE ICT 10 Module 1 to 4 only. So they're having a problem with that, Dr. Vios.
Okay, good afternoon to all teachers who are there, to all principals who are there also attending this webinar. I just would like to make an emphasis on the available resources or self-learning modules that we have. For the information of all, we don't have available learning modules from the central office, only from the regional office. Now, I have here a copy of the downloaded modules. Please take note, everybody who are there, from the regional office or those modules quality assured from the or by the evaluators in the regional office. I just would like to inform everyone that for TLE grade 7 and grade 8, that is exploratory. For aquaculture, we have 10 self-learning modules. Food processing, 9. Bread and pastry production, 10 modules. Dressmaking, 9 modules. Plumbing, we have 6 modules. SMAU, 10 modules. FBS, 5 modules. Household services, 6 modules. Agri-craft production, 3 modules. Animal production, 3 modules. Fish capture, 2 modules. Cookery, we have 9 modules. Animation, we have 12 modules. Computer system servicing, we have 6 modules. And technical drafting, we have 13 modules. All of those self-learning modules with all of those specializations mentioned a while ago are all exploratory subjects coming from the regional office. Okay, now I just would like to make emphasis on this because these exploratory subjects can be taught or can be given to our learners in grade 7 or in grade 8. Now, for the fact that in grade 7, there are only 4 exploratory subjects minimum that can be given to grade 7 learners, considering that we have only 4 quarters in every grade level. Then in grade 8, we have another set of 4 exploratory subjects that can be given to the learners, considering also that there are 4 quarters in grade 8. But take note, my dear principals and their teachers who are there, that the exploratory subjects that are to be given in grade 7 will not be repeatedly given to the learners in grade 8. Meaning to say that in grade 7, there are 4 exploratory subjects as minimum that can be given to grade 7 learners, and another 4 exploratory subjects that can be given to grade 8, equivalent of 8 exploratory subjects for grade 7 and 8. For TLE grade 9, these are the subjects or specializations that have available self-learning modules, quality assured from the regional or by the regional evaluators. Namely, agri-crop production. For grade 9 is siya TLA. We have 9 modules for agri-crop production. Aquaculture, 1 only. Food fish processing, 1. BPP, 3 modules. Cookery, 4 modules. Dressmaking, 1. Housekeeping, 1. Nail care, 3 modules. We have computer system servicing, 1 module. Carpentry, 1 module. SMAU, 1 module. Okay, for grade 10, agri-crop production, 4 SLMs. Horticulture, we have 5. Nail care, we have 7. Caregiving, only 1. Cookery, 4. Household services, 9. Carpentry, 3 modules. EIM, 1 module. Then computer system servicing, 4. Then we have technical drafting, grade 10, which is 3 modules. Now, I would like to make an emphasis to this part. There are specializations or subjects that I have mentioned in grade 9 and in grade 10, which are available by this time downloaded to us by the regional office evaluators, that can be given, it's either in grade 9 or in grade 10. Meaning to say that the subjects that can be given in grade 10 as a specialization, it will not be repeated again to be offered in grade 10 because they have the same competencies. So the subjects that can be offered in grade 9, I will repeat, will not be offered again in grade 10. So there is another separate or set of specializations to be offered in grade 10. So if the problem is in ICT, the available materials or self-learning modules that we have from the regional office for grade 10 is only technical drafting, which technical drafting and computer system servicing. That's for grade 10. CS is only 4 modules. Technical drafting, 3 modules for grade 10. I will go back to grade 9. The available self-learning modules for ICT, under ICT strand, is only computer system servicing, also only 1 module. Now, for grade TVL grade 11 and grade 12, ako na lang ning lahuson tanan kay basin dunay mga concerns ang other teachers and other school heads. to the specializations in senior high school. For TVL grade 11, the available specializations that have self-learning modules from the regional office. We have BPP, 4 modules. Kokiri, only 1. EIM, only 1. FBS, only 1. Hairdressing, only 1. Housekeeping, only 1 module. Needlecraft, only 1 module. Plumbing, only 1. Then SMAW, only 1. Okay, for TVL grade 12, computer system servicing, we only have 3 downloaded self-learning modules from the RO link. For fashion accessories, we have only 1. Nail care, we have only 1. SMAW, we have only 1. Tailoring, we have only 1. Then food processing, we only have 1. Then macrame and basketry, we only have 1. Then hairdressing is only 1 module. Now, I would like to express out these findings to the field that when I have downloaded these materials, their self-learning modules from the exploratory subjects up to grade 12, we have created, or I have created a link that have been posted in the final SLM's group chat and at the same time to the group chat of the PSDSS. But the problem is that when the times go by, ang nahitabo karon, there were questions teachers who were asking that the link that they are going to access, gamay na lang, parehas aning giris nga question karon, it's only limited, no? It's only limited. The specialization and subjects are only limited that can be accessed through the link because there are teachers, TLE and TBL teachers, who made or deleted the specializations or the modules while they are accessing on it. I do not know what had happened or the reality or the reasons behind nganong naingon ani ang nahitabo. So mao na nga gamay na lang ang nahabilin sa atong link. But to tell you frankly, those are the many modules or the many specializations or subjects that have been downloaded and posted in the group chat of the PSDSS and the final SLM's group chat for this link of TLE and TBL. But tonight, no, I will upload again the files. Then I will post it again to the group chat of the PSDSS and the group chat of the final SLMs. But I think it is quite a good if, again, the PSDSS will give their external drive. Then I will be personally downloading these materials, their self-learning modules in TL and TVL to their external drive so that they will be the one to give it to their respective school heads in their districts so that problem encountered on the downloading and accessing of the materials will not be repeatedly done. Okay, as an update, for the unavailable SLMs or modules that have been
Sir Vios, I think you lost your connection. Dr. Vios. Dr. Vios. Dr. Vios. Sir. I think you lost your connection. Again, please bear with us as we're having some technical connectivity problems right now at the division office. So some of our speakers, some of our education program supervisors are not able to connect very well. Of course, we have our technical glitches that we're experiencing right now. Again, inviting everybody or encouraging everybody to comment using our live chat or go to www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Use the code 7323219. Pwede na ka diri, sir. Since Dr. Vios lost his connection in the other office, he will continue to discuss about the remaining SLMs, especially for TLE. So Dr. Vios is here.
Hello. Okay, I just would like to continue with regards to the availability of the self-learning modules in TLA and TVL. Now, for the meantime, so it is really a problem that the self-learning modules that are posted on the group chats that we have in the PSDSs and in the final SLMs are deleted with those who access the self-learning modules. So by this time, I just would like again to upload all these materials from the RO link, and I will just give this to personally to the public school district supervisors for them to save in their external drive and also for them to distribute to their respective school heads in their districts. So for the unavailable self-learning materials, I just would like to remind everyone that if possible, make use first of the RO modules. In a way, we still have enough time for us to print because the schedule of our classes extended the distance learning. So I just would like to remind the schools that if possible, we'll just have to print the uh, modules given by the regional office, especially week 1 and week 2. Then if the modules have no more lessons to be printed, because it's up to only week 1 and week 2, since we are given the go signal by our LRMDS coordinator in the regional office through our division, assistant schools division superintendent, and our schools division superintendent during the MANCOM, that we can utilize our locally self-developed module in our division. As for this moment, as for this time, we are preparing our modules in the division locally made by our select teachers for the quality assurance. So that is why the soft copies of our self-learning modules are now turned over to Ma'am Kuni Borong for her to officially transmit that one to the regional office for recognition of our locally self-developed module in TLE and in TVL. That's the time. Also sent a letter request to the regional office regarding our request that if possible we can utilize our locally developed modules for TLE and TVL in order to supplement those lessons that were provided to us in the different modules of the specializations that are not complete. So we can really utilize the modules that we have in the division being developed by our writers. But for the meantime, I just would like to suggest and to remind everyone in the field that if there are still available modules in your hand or at hand that are still to be printed, please do it first prior to the production of modules that our teachers develop it locally. So with that, thank you very much for the question that had been raised, that there is mura gamay ra gyud, no? Gamay ra gyud ang atong modules nakita, maybe just because na delete gyud ang ato ang mga modules nga nasa link nga atong gi-post din ha. So but anyway, I will be providing you again the modules, the list of modules through your PSDSs through the external drive. With that, thank you very much and good afternoon. Thank you for raising that question, so that we can also have to express what are really the details of the availability of our learning modules. Salamat.
Okay, thank you Sir Vios. Ako si puli karon kay si Sir Giovanni tuwa pa sa anana ni abot na.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bios, for shedding light on some queries about TLE, especially for the printing of self-learning modules for TLE. Yes, sir. Okay, so we have one question right here. A teacher is asking, with their school head using packing tape, is it fine to use packing tape instead of duct tape? Dr. Connie Imborong. Again, we have specifications for the printing of our SLMs, and we are obliged to follow the specifications. Printing of SLMs are to be done using A4 size bond paper, 70 to 80 GSM, and 3 staple wires, and use duct tape. Dr. Connie, one school is using packing tape. Is it fine to use packing tape instead of duct tape? CID group? Anybody from the CID group? Dr. Connie? Anybody from the Curriculum Implementation Division who can answer this question? One school is using packing tape to bind their SLMs using packing tape instead of duct tape. Is it okay? Dr. Arlene?
Dr. Connie is here.
Yes, Jong. Ah? Bumalik dito. Ano si Jong? Ah. Yes, Jong. Yes, Sir Jong. Di madungog, no?
Siya na po di madungan.
Mana na lang ko.
O managod siya sa kakita nimo.
Oh.
Hello? Dr. Connie, can you
Okay
hear me?
na. Yeah.
One school is asking, they are using packing tape instead of duct tape. Is it okay, madam?
If the reason is out of supply, I think that would be okay kay lisod pod og ato lang himong rason ang unavailability of duct tape nga dili maka-print, no. But as long as durable lang yun ang SLM, the reason why we set standard in the printing and the production of SLM is to ensure the durability of the material. So, kung mao na ang mga sitwasyon, we cannot force them to follow the standard as long as malapasan lang nila ang standard. dili mo kuan sa tawag ani, dili siya maubos ato standard ang ilahang gibuhat. Kung
Okay.
malapasan nila, for example, ato ang standard is staple wire, but if they can use fastener, paper fastener, okay. Basta lang lig-on ang material. Kay mao naman yun na ang rason na to why we set standard, just to ensure nga lig-on ang material.
Okay po. Another question, Dr. Connie.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ma'am Ann.
Kato,
Ma'am Ann?
Juman
make
din
it clear, katong coming from the budget given to a budget ko,
Putol si Ma'am.
could I be heard?
Ma'am, Shopee ka, ma'am.
Ay, Jung,
Mato na lang ko nito, no? Mato ko nito.
kon, madunggan eh.
Ma'am, your audio is inaudible po.
Oh. Di ba, klaro? Mato ko dito.
Again, our apologies for these minor technical glitches that we're experiencing right now. We're having some technical connectivity problems here at the division office. So again, please bear with us. So we're still having our open forum. Ma'am Ann?
Oh, mo ang yung mga as long as ang rason, kung ang rason ang availability of the supply. Para sa HGSM, urot na doon HGSM, ma'am, matulong allow 70.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon once again. There is a question on kato answered already by Doc Connie, pero inani siya, we have fundings from SEF, from other sources, from the 30% of MOOE, and from the downloaded funds of the central office. For the downloaded funds of the central office, please ensure the specification is followed as stated by Dr. Emborong a while ago. Katong mga donated, katong mga from SEF, ipangtagaan mo bond paper and other materials, okay lang to, dili ma-duct tape. But for katong central office downloaded funds, ensure the specification is followed. Nga naman, unang I said to Connie, o through pag-mention ang specification because that will be the basis of the Commission on Audit. Kung ang Commission on Audit mag-random of checks sa atong SLMs printed, ang atong ipakita dapat kung unsay naa sa specification, naka-duct tape, before gi-duct tape, ato na siyang gamitan og stapler, tulo no, to 3 staple wires in one side, then siya gi-duct tape, kana siya sa downloaded funds from central office and from MOOE. But katong gikan sa SEF, okay ra tong di ninyo ma-duct tape, okay ra og fastener and other ways of pwede niyo i-ring bind kung kaya ninyo. Pero mga igsuon, katugyod ang downloaded funds, ensure the specification is being followed. Kung wala sa isa kang tindahan, basig napay sa laing tindahan ang atong supply. Thank you.
Okay, question. Kauswagan district is using tablets. Do we still need to print the modules?
I'd like to congratulate Kauswagan with more than 6,000 learners. As of yesterday, I asked our planning officer. We counted more than 6,100 enrollees in Kauswagan. And the available number of tablets are, I think, 6,000, no? So question, do we need to provide self-learning modules for Kauswagan. This is it. If you want blended, pwede. But this is the way of minimizing the cost by providing the children our tablet. Let us maximize use of the tablet. In the tablet, we store soft copy, the ebook, di ba, Ma'am Con? The ebook, the SLMs self-learning modules converted into ebooks. I think there is no use of giving SLMs if the SLMs are already converted into ebooks that are stored in our tablets. We can also store the video materials in the tablets of our learners, especially from kinder up to grade 3. But if you think that the kind of learners that you have really want to have printed copy, you know your own types of learners, you know your kind of community, so you'll have the blended learning, you will have the hard copy of the SLMs plus the tablet. But for economy, I'm sure that's the purpose of the LGU. For economy, it's even more economical to use tablet than to print self-learning modules every quarter. Makasave ta og papel, makasave pa ta og effort, to ana na dito na nga save tanan sa tablets, ang lesson sa atong mga bata. The self-learning modules converted into ebook, ingon si Dr. Imborong, human na og convert into ebook ang grade 6. We will continue kon ha, i-ebook na to tanan from kinder up to grade 12. Pero kana lang yun, i-ensure ninyo nga kanang kinder up to grade 3 kay di para ba na makabasa ang uban. I-blend gina nato. Should there be a need for hard copy of SLMs, especially mga activity sheets nga ansiran man na sa mga bata, then we will provide them with activity sheets. Para dili kay siya dako og gasto, ebook, then a while ago I said mag-walk through ang mga teachers sa SLMs, we will provide activity sheets na instead of SLMs nga hard copy for kaswagan, let's provide activity sheets for them to answer. Kaya naamay mga activities after every input of concept. So activity sheets na lang, I suggest kana siya ang buhaton. Activity sheets, the SLMs in soft copy are found in ablihan sa bata dito sa iyahang tablet, pero pag mag-answer na siya adtong activity sheets nga i-print. Thank you.
The SLMs that we get from Joy can we make it okay for printing?
The instruction. Okay, I would like to reiterate the instruction of Ma'am Ann Aliera a while ago that teachers should coordinate with the principal and principal to the PSDSS and then PSDSS to the EPSS. So, klaro naman ginato na, balik-balik naman ginato na, no? Please, teachers, ask your principal as to what module to print, and then principal as your PSDSS, concerned PSDSS, and then PSDSS as the EPSS of the respective learning area. So, kay nanghatag na ba to si Joy sa primero, but then I believe nag-stop naman si Joy og hatag sa field when we give her the instruction to not to give the modules kay ang EPS kay mo pili man ang EPS may mag-choose as to what module to reproduce in the field, whether it is RO or CO. So, usbo na to, balik-baliko na to na nga coordination lang. Teacher as the principal, principal as the PSDS, PSDS as the EPSS. Salamat. Thank you very much. Apa? Sige, Ma'am.
I have a challenge for all teachers handling kinder up to grade 3. There's a big challenge for kindergarten. Dili pwede na ebook lang na pulos, kinahanglan gyud na ay video materials stored, labi na kato magamit og tablet. Should be video materials stored in tablets because di pa man nakabasa atong mga kinder. There should be games there should be interactive activities that learners should do. Bahalag nara sila sa ilang balay. Makadula-dula gihapon na sila dinha. Interaction in the material should be interactive. So I challenge the group of kinder teachers to, especially our kindergarten coordinator, Ma'am Bicoy. I hope everything is set for kindergarten. Kaya lang na mga kindergarten, e-book ang ihatag, hindi pa makabasa. Kindergarten, gusto naman ang magdula o magkanta. Tubutangan na nato din ha. Dula, kanta, basa gamay, ihap, count, numeracy, and literacy, basic foundation, diha sa kinder. And a little of reading and numeracy. Kanang grade 1, di pa man po na makabasa. So we need katong, if do not rely on self-learning modules, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 teachers. You must come up with activity sheets suited to the kind of learners. Kaya basin ka lang ang akong worry anang SLMs, nahimo na on the perspective of a teacher. Again, pag walk through on the perspective of a child. Kung ikaw ang bata, anak nga edad, masabtan ba na nimo ng self-learning modules? Dili ra ba? So, I'm encouraging the kindergarten coordinator, the English supervisor, the Filipino supervisors, the mathematics supervisors. I'm challenging you to make creative activities aside from relying on the self-learning modules, mga creative activity sheets that we can supplement to the self-learning modules. Kay even the fast learners, kung di na sila nato maayo og dala in the teaching learning processes, di nato maayo ang atong processes, basin og matapulan sila. So even if we are dealing with distance learning, let us make teaching and learning fun for them, even if we are teaching them at a distance. So from a distance, from a distance, sana, the ocean. Sunod anak. The ocean looks blue and green. So we are in an ocean of learning. Let's make learning fun for our 141 clients in the province, especially take good care. Let's take good care of the foundational years. So again, do not rely on SLMs only, but we will do some creative ways to make our learners learn. Activity sheets, games, songs, poems, drama, whatever. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Thank you so much, Dr. Connie, for answering our query this afternoon. We have one more question that we have for our speakers. How about the reading and writing skills? Where do we get a source? Because the folder in the region is empty. Again, how about our reading and writing skills? The folder in the region is empty. Where can we find a source? I think we can ask Dr. Marifi Bicoy for early childhood and Dr. Maria Eva Isidon and Dr. Monique Maba to answer this question, please. Again, we have a query about the reading and writing skills. Where can we find a source since the folder in the region is empty? Dr. Idon, Dr. Maba, and Dr. Bicoy, kindly answer this query po. Okay, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Sir Jungjong.
Good afternoon, Dr.
Good
Vicoy.
afternoon, sir.
We have a query here from one of
Specifically,
our for reading and writing skills. Where can we find a source since the folder in the region is empty daw po?
okay, specifically for kindergarten
Yes po.
on the writing skills, it is also reflected in their home-based class program that the writing skills will be provided also by the kindergarten teachers. That will be an add-on activities as supplement activities aside from the activities reflected in the self-learning modules. And for MTBMLE reading skills, that will be also supplemented by additional reading activities that will be provided by the teachers aside from the activities reflected in the self-learning modules. So
So where can hello?
additional reading activities will be provided aside from the ones reflected in the self-learning modules, and also those that are in the video and audio lessons. So there will be additional reading activities that will be provided, and that as of now it those activities are not yet uploaded in our division site for learning materials.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vicoy. Again, it is clear that those learning materials for early childhood education, for kindergarten, and for MTBMLE are not yet available. They're not yet uploaded to our division site. So we'll just wait for our learning materials to be uploaded according to Dr. Vicoy. How about for English and Filipino, ma'am? For reading and writing skills, can we have Dr. Idon and Dr. Maba?
Dr. Idon and Dr. Maba. Reading and writing activities lagi.
Dr. Idon and Dr. Maba? We have a query here about reading and writing skills, specifically for English and Filipino.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, I would like to remind the field, especially for elementary, that we have the ELLN materials provided to all districts mga 4 or 3 years ago. Okay, so those materials contain a lot of video lessons for key stage 1, which is kindergarten to grade 3. Aside from that, we have actually prepared video lessons for um, grade 1 to grade 6, no, video lessons for reading and writing. Okay, specifically, we have started producing lessons, no, video lessons for reading and writing, which is in line with our project I Read. Okay, project I Read, which is innovations for reading enhancement and development. Okay, aside from that, there are reading and writing activities embedded in the self-learning modules that we have also produced. Okay, so I would like to uh, tell everyone that there are a lot of activities for reading and writing that are being prepared, no, for our learners. And then, if you can still remember, we also have our LR portal and DepEd Commons where we can find reading and writing activities. And then, if you can still remember, this is for the school heads that I have introduced, no, the project I read, by which I tried to encourage your school heads to purchase the beginning reading kit, no, for the first two key stages. Okay, so I just would like to request your school heads to approach or uh, partner or collaborate with each other so that in your district, so that you could be able to purchase, no, the that reading toolkit. Actually, I'm not uh, very familiar with the supplier or what, but because I have seen the that reading kit, and I think that would be very helpful for our learners. So I would just repeat my appeal to the school heads to try to check it out so that you can uh, also purchase that material. Okay, so Jong, thank you.
Dr. Idon, one query lang, ma'am.
Yes, Jong.
So do you mean that some of these materials that we can find in the iRead program, the beginning and reading kits for stages 1 and 2, and also those materials that we can get from LR portals are not yet embedded in our self-learning modules as of now? So they
Not
have
yet,
to...
Jong, because yeah, um, in our self-learning modules, the learners can already be trained now in terms of the development of the reading and writing skills. However, if we want to also make use of materials that will either enhance or remediate them, we can make use of other materials from other sources. Okay,
Okay po.
because the question is that they would like, or that one who asked that question would like to ask, no, for uh, kanang for
Reading
other
and writing.
sources of materials for reading and writing. So they can access, no, from first our LR portal, DepEd Commons, and other DepEd recognized uh, portals, no. That's aside from the SLMs that we have produced and the video and audio lessons that we are trying to produce for our division also. And
Okay.
another one is that learn the reading kit, no, for our learners, which again I have appealed to the school heads murag uh, 2 months ago, no, during the meeting with our finance team, no, in the division. Okay, thank you, John.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Idon, for shedding light about that query. Again, all other supplementary materials and materials for reading remediation can be found in our LR portals and DepEd Commons and iRead. So again, you can get all those kits, the beginning reading kits for stages 1 and 2 in our iRead and LR portals. Thank you so much, Dr. Idon. All right, we have one question regarding our mother tongue-based education. Wala pa po daw Maranao MTB na module for grade 1, ESP, MAPE, Araling Panlipunan. Again, wala pa po daw Maranao na MTB Grade 1 module for ESP, MAPE, and Araling Panlipunan. CID team, who can answer this question? Where can we find a source for Maranao MTB Grade 1 for MAPE, ESP, and Araling Panlipunan po? Dr. Bicoy?
Ako pwede ko? Hello sir, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon once again.
Hello, good afternoon once again. Sir Jong,
Yes, ma'am.
for MTB Maranao, for kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, we already submitted the self-learning modules to the region for quality assurance. And then, as of now, only MTB grade 2 were already done for regional QA. And we're waiting for kindergarten grade 1 and grade 3.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vicoy.
And sir, in addition to what I have said a while ago on the kindergarten activities, writing and reading activities, we have already started and almost done with the video and audio lessons that will supplement also the self-learning modules that we have developed. So we will be uploading all of those materials very soon, since we're almost done on the video and audio lessons. So we will be uploading. We would like to assure the field that we will be uploading all of those materials very soon. Just like the materials also for MTB MLE Miranao modules. That will be shared also to the field right after it will be done quality assurance in the region.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Marifi Vicoy, for answering that question.
Ma'am Ging, Job?
Yes,
ma'am.
Ging, pwede tang muhatag
Yes,
sa field o timeline na to so they can watch na to give them an assurance na naa, then kano saan siya pwede na available.
Okay.
Ay timeline.
So actual, yes ma'am, the deadline given to the evaluators for the QA is today, Wednesday, ma'am.
Okay, so ano sana to pwede na dahil
we are waiting to be uploaded today. So that will be within the week. That will be within the week for the Miranao modules.
So, Ma'am Ging,
but for the video and audio lessons, that will be next week, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Ging. Kanang Miranao, for the information, I already verbally asked permission from Ma'am Efra. Question, di pangutana, saan ang Miranao na to, and she said, i-submit lang nato sa regional office for certification. But for quality assurance, kita gihapon ang QA because kita raman po ang kabaluan ng Miranao. So ang duty sa regional office, certification na lang, and meaning after nato na, Ma'am Ging, so meaning to say, ihatag na nato sa regional office for certification after the QA nato.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually, Ma'am Connie forwarded already all the Miranao modules to the regional office, and our Miranao our teacher evaluators for Miranao modules are now doing the QA for the modules. And today is the deadline for submission of the modules.
Thank you, gang. So to the field,
Okay, ma'am. Welcome,
we
ma'am.
are now giving you information on timelines and requesting all involved in the writing of SLMs and making of video lessons for Maranao and TBMLE and Cebuano to fast track our activities because the field, many are already waiting for our outputs.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Ging.
Thank you, Sir Jong.
Thank you, Ma'am Ging. Ma'am Ann?
Si Ma'am Eva, human nag-istorya, Jo.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Si Ma'am Mune,
Istorya na po ni Ma'am Eva, ma'am, about sa Filipino also. Nga, mao da diya na to makuha ang LR portal o sa iRead ang tanan nga mga reading supplementary materials.
so how about for our in charge on radio episodes and video lessons? Could we also hear from them up to now? Asa na ta sa radio episodes? Unsa na mga available? Kano sa atong line that we could give this to the field? Can we also hear from Mr. Tabar first, then to be followed by Dr. Idon?
Okay. Sir Tabar, Dr. Tabar, can we hear from radio-based instruction? Dr. Tabar?
We have created task force for radio-based instruction and TV-based instruction. So I think Mr. Tabar, Dr. Tabar is still around. Shall we hear from him updates on the production of radio episodes? Unsa na nga grade levels ang available and unsa na nga mga subjects ang dunay available for the first grading period first. First grading lang sa atong hisgutan.
Dr. Tabar?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, Dr. Tabar.
Okay, so regarding the radio-based lesson, ma'am, we are already prepared the first 2 weeks, ma'am, for first 2 weeks. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Sir Ruben, we can hear you.
Okay.
Sir Tabar.
Okay, so we are already prepared that first 2 weeks, ma'am, for the radio-based instruction, ma'am. And for the grade 6 only.
How about for the other levels? Are there those in charge preparing?
On progress na siya, ma'am. Actually, the other grade levels, gi-base lang namo siya sa katong among gihatag didto sa mga PSDSS. Katong mga modules, ma'am, nga among gihatag sa SLMs nga among gihatag sa iyo. Mao to among gipanghimuan pod. Okay, katong wala naabot nga CO, among gi-utilize ang RO. So ang RO mo na among gihimuan og video, radio og audio and video.
So ang audio episodes or radio episodes na to, we have assigned teachers from kinder up to grade 12. Natay na assigned by subject area,
Yes,
and by
ma'am.
grade level.
Yes, ma'am. Naa, ma'am. On progress na, ma'am.
On progress. So what is our timeline for all of this?
September 3, ma'am.
September 3. Then Ben, I suggest connect also with the workplace of the central office. Maka-access ba ka sa workplace sa central office?
Dili, ma'am.
Kana, patabang sa ni floor, maka-access ka sa workplace. There are also supervisors who could also access with Chief Arlene. Maka-access ni sila sa workplace. In the workplace, there is a constant conversation on radio, episode production. Please
Yes, ma'am.
follow up, tanawa dito, nanay nag-post og mga radio episodes from central office through the workplace. Paki-follow up dito, Ben. Maka-connect ka dito. So we can
Yes,
get
ma'am.
also some episodes from central office. Aside from connecting with Dr. Buaron, who is in charge for radio-based instruction. Dili na to makaya ang pag-produce for all in our division, but we could also access to central office availability of these radio episodes. Na dito Ben, try to access
Yes,
lang.
yes. Yes,
Tabang
ma'am.
lang ka Chief Arlene ka maka-access po na siya sa workplace.
Okay. Sige, ma'am. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
check
ma'am.
para ma-check na to Ben kay nakoy nakita dito. Nako nakita dito gi-introduce ang reading ba. Na dito nakoy nakita na yung mga sample videos na mga radio episodes na nakoy nakita dito nga mga available. So tanawa lang ninyo kung pwede ba tang download. Pwede jud siguro ka sa workplace man to. Communicate lang ta dito kay sa in charge. So we can also have a file of those.
Okay. Sige, ma'am.
Okay. Oo.
Okay.
You can also ask help from other committee members. Pila gani mo kabuok Ben sa task force ninyo? Tulo mo? So, check lang ninyo kung musot dito sa musot man yun na sa itong mga topics kaya we have the same competencies nationwide. Thank you, Ben. How about from Dr. Edon, ang inyong video lessons, asa na ka? F?
Yes, ma'am. For our video lessons, I actually made a parang checklist of the video lessons that have been prepared already per learning area and per grade level. And the education program supervisors have given me their updates also. So far, most of the learning areas already have their first 2 weeks of lessons, ma'am, prepared. And I also checked the ones posted by DepEd Central Office. There are already video lessons for ang ako asa English for grade 8, grade 10, and there are some for the senior high school. And then actually si Ma'am Joy man siguro gave us the link of that workplace where we can find the audio lessons. And as of this time, some of us already gave a copy of the video lessons to Ma'am Joy Kamiging for uploading to the regional Google Drive, ma'am. And we actually gave also our deadline for the production of all video lessons. That's September 3. Kay gi-move man ang deadline, ma'am, because there have been difficulties, mga challenges met by the teachers who are producing the lessons. So, amo lang pong gi-consider. And as of this time, we are on the process of really making some follow-ups and trying to help them, giving them technical assistance in terms of the finalization of their lessons. Kay kinahanglan man gyud siya i-QA gyud, ma'am, then ibalik sa ilaha for editing. Ang problema gyud nga dako, ma'am, is that we lack really video editors. O galito nga, we suggested that we will already consider katong mga simple gyud kay nga video lessons that even to the point of just making the katong PowerPoint presentation and then converting those into video lessons. Ana ra gyud siya ka simple kay naglisod ang uban nag-spend ra gyud dagko kay nga amount for the video editors, ma'am. Ma'am Ann? Nawala.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Kato na siya, ma'am. So, mag-continue lang gihapon may follow up sa mo ang mga teachers. Actually, I know that all of the learning area supervisors already have assigned every lesson to some teachers. So, ang amo lang ang pag encourage, pag follow up, and then kanana ang pag kuanjud kanang collect and evaluate the video lessons that are submitted to us. Yes, Ma'am Ann.
Ev, thank you very much for the report. We hope we could gather necessary video materials from kinder to grade 12 with you and kasi kauban ni mo task force ana kasi mong kauban sa video lessons.
Actually, ma'am, ako and then mga lead principals and naana din na-assign nga mga teachers. And I have with me Dr. Amelita Bagol and Dr. Nor Amelie Sanggakala. Kaming tulo,
Okay.
ma'am, good ang in charge.
I hope you are dividing tasks by grade level and by subject area para mas dili bitaw siya kuan bug at kaayo bahin-bahin
Yes,
yun na
ma'am.
siya. Another is thank you for that effort. Dili na siya sayon but after that pag nanatay mahimo that would make life easier and that would make learning more enjoyable and meaningful for our learners. Thank you for that. Please continue doing your work. Please inspire the teachers, especially na doon na tayo teachers, bation o kapuol ng trabaho, labi na they are in the process of exploration. Ga-explore in town sa mga commands, ga-explore pa sa mga techniques on making video lessons. Pero no matter how skimpy the work is, we will always inspire our teachers na okay lang na for a beginner. And let's help each other. Kaya ra lagi na. Ang importante na ay naghimo. Pero ako lang encourage mga principals listening, supervisors listening, principals especially, you are the one really in direct contact with your teachers. Kanang teachers ninyo nga na-identify sa atong mga supervisors to write, to make video lessons, to make radio episodes. Please support them all the way. Dili sa yun ilang giagian. Support them whatever they need. Papakabalo ninyo nga gitap na sila for video lessons, radio episodes. Please do not assign them to other tasks. Lisod kay na siya. Buhat pa siyang script, magpagwapa pa siya. Gawas nga pagwapahon niyang kagalingon, gwapahon pa niyang presentation, na pa mga presentation skills sa iyang lesson. Napagi mga technique, mga effect na iyang pangbuhaton. Dili sa yun, munang if only to think is easier, then we could immediately come up with results. Then nipa hats could be mansions.
Yes,
Then foot trails could have been concrete roads, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
And dili sayon siya tan-awon pag na-present na imong tan-awon in 30 minutes. Sayon naman na siya hunahunaon in 30 minutes, in 20 minutes presentation pag na video lesson na. Pero dili inana ka sayon ang pag-produce. So requesting principals, please support your teachers. Kung nana na sila ana nga assignment, if free na in town ninyo sila from all other activities mo, lagi na among hangyo para sila dili pod mabugatan. If you can do technical assistance with them, basig na amoy mga skills nga magpang taguan, ayaw ninyo ihangol mga principals. I know you become principals because also of your competence. tabangi po din ninyo mga teachers.
Thank you for that, Ma'am Ann. Salamat kay Ma'am Ann. Kay actually, ako personally, I also met some challenges, especially in connecting with the teachers who are involved in the video production. Kay there are some nga murag paglisod jud kaay panangid sa ilang mga school heads na pagali jud uban nga kanang magkinahanglan jud og kanang mga black and white when we request the teachers to come for orientation, or when we request the teachers to have an online discussions with us. Murag kanang naapod ang mga teachers inana ang mga challenges. So salamat for making that clear to everybody, especially to the school heads, Ma'am Ann. I just also would like to have an announcement, Ma'am Ann. This is regarding the third batch, no, for the search for TV teacher broadcasters. Na second batch man si Kizia and Pamela Amor. There's going to be a third batch, which the central office will hold. So I would like to also encourage the teachers and school heads to participate in that search. Kay maayo magud nang daghan, mas daghan ang matrain sa national level, so that these teachers will also serve as our human resource. So and then the central office is also searching for video editors, no, and illustrators. So there's going to be, I hope this week there's going to be a memo regarding that search. So prepare na lang mga teachers who are interested in becoming national teacher broadcasters, no, television and radio broadcasters. It's really very nice to have teacher broadcasters from our division to be able to participate in national level training, no? Kay when after your training, you will be able also to help other teachers come up with TV, audio, and video lessons. So ako personally, there's going to be a 30 module training for you. So after that, we will request you to help us, no, have a training also, similar training to what you will experience at the national level. So na third batch, search for TV and radio broadcasters, and then again the national office or DepEd central office will be searching, or actually it's now searching for video editors and illustrators. So ana lang, Ma'am Ann, thank you for the chance to also encourage our teachers and for helping us ask our principals to try to exempt their teachers who are involved in the making of video and audio lessons from other tasks while they are making or producing the video lessons that we really need, no, we badly need for the coming school year. Thank you, Ma'am Ann.
Thank you, Eb. I also understand the predicament of the school principals releasing their teachers probably, especially if they go out from school. So, pwede ba na to, Eb, magbuhat ta og memorandum for all of these teachers identified, or i-appeal na lang nato ang audio and video lessons para isara ka memorandum identifying all of the teachers required to make this, and we will seek for approval from our superintendent.
Okay,
I-approve na to ni Sir Eddie nga kani sila atong mga video lessons sana siya in charge na sila magbuhat and radio. Isahon nato na siya sa audio and video nga memo, identified names para unsay ilang duties and functions sa ilang buhaton dapat dayon i-direct lang nato ang mga principal to free them from all other assignments so they can focus on their work while waiting for the opening of classes. Kana yun ilang i-focus. So let's make a memorandum, pasign nato ni Sir Eddie.
Okay,
Para kuan pod sila, napod ilahang guide to show also to other teachers na kuan kanang naman na sila memorandum, dili na nato sila hilaptan para mahuman sila sa ilang trabaho, so that the other teachers also upon reading the memorandum could also understand what these teachers are doing. Then ang principal po di po siya mabalaka kung unsa pod na iyang problemahon just in case ang teacher mo lakaw. So klaro nato na haman siya magbuhat og video lesson diya ba sa eskwelahan or natay specific place nga adtuan nila, magtapok sila kay maghimo. Klaro nato who, what, where, when, why, and how.
Okay, ma'am.
5 W's and 1 H sa atong memorandum.
Okay, ma'am. Because we actually made a memo, and I will just request the EPSS to provide me. Kaya nasubmit naman, I actually submitted the memo last August 10, pero I'm trying to locate it. I have asked Ma'am IVT on to also help me. But then I will ask the EPSS to give me the complete list of their members and video models, video and audio models, so that we can use it as attachment to that memorandum.
Thank you, Ed.
Yes, ma'am. Salamat, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Idon. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Ma'am Ann?
Yes, John.
We have a question here. Is it okay if we will not print out the copyright page, title page, introductory message for modules 2? Hello? For modules 2 and so forth to cut production cost in our printing of SLMs, because we have already the title page, the copyright page, and the introductory message for module 1. Ma'am Ann? Again, the question is it okay if we won't print out the copyright page, the title page, introductory message for module 2 and so forth, because we already have printed it out for module 1 so that we can cut production costs in the printing of our SLM?
Tinood bitaw na, I tried to look at the modules. Balik-balik ang introductory part, balik-balik ang forward. Nadayon mga ngalan sa who are writing, who are the persons behind the making. Tinood diya na, upat maguna ka pages. Inside front, inside front, inside back, then back over or front cover. For pages maguna siya. Tinood na siya. That's a true concern, especially napulo ka modules dayon. Upat na siya ka pages.
Times 4, 40 ang masayang.
That's 40. Ang ako ani, let us ask Kuni Dr. Imborong.
Dr. Imborong. Dr. Imborong. Dr. Connie. We have one concern here, ma'am, about the printing of SLMs. Dr. Connie Imborong.
Basin ma-access nato si Dr. Magnaong.
Sir Floor. Dr. Connie.
Hello, Jong. I'll answer in behalf of Connie. That was the same question asked by one of the superintendents during our MANCOM. Nanangid siya ni RD. RD, pwede ba na ako? Dili na ni balik-balik o print ning forward o unsa pa ring uban dring in charge of producing this module. Ingon si RD, it's up to you to have economy of printing, but think of the face value of the learning. So what do you think should be the face value of the learning module? Diretso ka dito sa third page man siguro, second page. Diretso ka sa second page sa learning second, third. Diretso ka sa page sa learning module nga wala siya cover. Tanawa pod ang although we really would like to exercise economy, but think also of the face value module learners. Kasi hindi na sila ganahan kay walay cover, mawala man gud ang cover kung dili nimo i-print ang forward, mawala syempre ang cover. Back to back man na siya, di ba? So diretso na siya sa lesson. Also of the face value of the modules we are giving. So ako I suggest complete the number of pages that are to be printed in self-learning modules. After all, pag i-check lagi na ni Commission on Audit, pangitaon gina niya unsay dagway sa dapat mo gawas na self-learning modules. Pero
Okay,
for the sake of economy, unya ang bata di naganahan anak mo basa kay unsa na pud nay dagway anang atong self-learning modules na that will defeat the purpose. Especially og mugo ka diretso dito sa main topic, what if nabasa? So nabasa diretso ang main topic, may mantong naa pa tong cover. Kaya ang purpose sa cover, ma-protect po tong inside na content gyud sa self-learning modules. I suggest print all.
Okay, Ma'am. Dr. Connie? Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. So again, it is suggested by our ASDS, Mary Ann Aliera, that we should print all pages. Again, we should print all pages, including the copyright page, the title page, and the introductory message for modules 2 to 10.
So, mean to say, wala na bata si Maminki?
Sir Floor, do we still have questions being raised in our live chat or at menti.com? Again, for your queries, log into www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Again, log into www.menti.com with the code 7323219. Sir Floor, do we still have questions being raised by our attendees? Okay, we have one question. I think this comes from high school department. Where can we find sources for politics and governance? Again, the question is, where can we find sources for politics and governance? For senior high school po, politics and governance.
Mr. Barasona, that is under Araling Panlipunan, Politics and Governance in Senior High School. Shall we hear answer from Sir Lito?
Dr. Barasona.
Okay, Chum, come again, Jong.
Sir, we have a question. Where can we find sources, especially for politics and governance?
For that subject in senior high school, we will try to contact with the assigned division for that grade level because the different grade levels are being assigned to divisions to create modules. So for that subject, I guess it's in senior high school. So grade 11 and 12, so we'll be contacting the divisions of Cagayan de Oro and Misamis Oriental. If they have made modules for that subject,
Sir Let,
ma'am.
thank you. In the event that there are no written SLMs for governance and politics from the assigned divisions, so what is our solution?
So for us, ma'am, so we will be creating a group of writers for our teachers who are teaching the subject for them to create our own modules for that subject, ma'am.
Okay, so dili na ta, Sir Let,
Yes,
identify
ma'am.
na ta diretso, ana, Let ha. Kinsa na
Okay, ma'am.
magbuhat, ana. Tomorrow we shall start with the
Okay,
SLMs
ma'am.
for politics and governance. Kaya kay na sa itong mga teachers, master, kaya na sila, ana.
Yes, ma'am. Copy, ma'am.
Identify lang to mga major in Araling Panlipunan, Social Studies, na ana sila diha.
Yes, ma'am.
Katong politics and governance. Pwede sab katong mga major in economics and pol-sci. Naman tayo mga na-hire nga mga major in pol-sci.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Lit.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Barazona. Thank you, Ma'am Ann. So far, those are the questions being raised by our attendees for our webinar today. If you still have queries, you can ask your questions by logging into www.ment.com and use the code 7323219, and we will answer your questions tomorrow. We still have our day 2 tomorrow of our webinar. So again, reserve your questions. You can ask your questions tonight by logging into www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Again, the code is 7323219. Ma'am Ann?
Yes, Jong, thank you. To all teachers and principals, this is our way of knowing the pulse rate of the schools. Knowing the pulse rate, meaning to say knowing the conditions of the schools. Please feel free to ask questions given the link as stated by Mr. Pangasian, so that we will be able to immediately address your problems in terms of curriculum implementation. So feel free tonight, basin na pa may mga questions diha. Ask your questions while our CID personnel OSDS are willing to assist you, of course, with our schools division superintendent. We'll give you technical assistance the best way we can. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Ma'am Ann. Sir Eddie? Sir Eddie, do you like to, or do you have some words or any matter that you would like to express? Or Ma'am Ann, you still have other issues and concerns that need to be raised?
Okay na ko, Jong.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann.
Si Sir Eddie Basin, pwede mo istorya siya.
Sir Eddie? Again, if you have concerns or queries, just feel free to ask your questions by logging into www.menti.com and use the code 7323219. Don't forget the code 7323219. Our team from the Curriculum Implementation Division, they are ready to answer your queries. So reserve all your questions and you can ask it tonight. All right, so I think that's it for today, Ma'am Ann.
Okay, Jong.
So to our attendees, we have a total of 1,682 for this afternoon, as compared to the 2,549 this morning. So we are requesting and encouraging all the school administrators in attendance to encourage all your teachers to join our webinar tomorrow for our day 2 of our webinar on distance learning in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. So see you tomorrow. Yes,
John,
Maman.
we will hold all principals responsible for the non-attendance of their teachers.
Yes, Maman.
Kay niya nila kaw anang present na present women business wala na ta nagtiaw-tiaw ani. We want to give the education, so we will
Yes, Maman. Because we only have 1,680.
Reminder for the teachers. We have more than 5,000 teachers, so we only have less than one half of the population. Well, check TSDCs, please check your principals if they are actually paying attention to this webinar, and principals in attendance. Unsaon na to? What is the best way of checking na sila? Please for help, because we want to see one song, one voice. Unsaon na to pag tubag sa mga ginikanan o sa media? Unsaon na to pag deliver sa education na ang proseso mao gyud sa atong gi-expect?
Ma'am Ann, we have a control here.
Wala lang sa ginhawa.
Ma'am Ann?
Yes, John.
Our ITO officer here, Sir Floor, has a system to control the attendance, and we can capture per district, Ma'am Ann. And we also have our individual attendance.
We will have that printed para ma-check na to kinsa gyud na kinsa ay wala. Kay ugma sa implementation kung wala na sila din na mag-appeal, kung di na nila matarong na ambot unsaon na lang na nila panubag ang kalibutan.
Oh, good, ma'am. So for this afternoon, we only have 31%, ma'am.
Sige, mo na ha. Sa buntag, daghan, pagkahapon, anam kagamay. The time is still 4 o'clock. We are still on official time. This is the only way by which we could connect with each other. We could come up with right solutions to the right problems. So, dili mo attend og tarong, asa pa man ta padulong. Sige, John, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Again, everyone is reminded to join our webinar tomorrow for our day 2 of our webinar on distance learning in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. We only have 31% as compared to our 49% this morning. So nagkawala karong hapon. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have more than half of the attendance expected. We're more than 5,000 teachers in our division of Lanao del Norte. Again, thank you so much to our schools division superintendent.
Sir Jong, may I say something?
Yes, Chief.
Okay, there are school heads. We're gathered in one venue, just like us. Only few of us mo nag-open of so therefore we will just require them an attendance sheet maybe to be submitted here in the division office, because just like Lala North, they are gathered in. All of them, I think, are gathered in the district office. So I think that's what also others been doing.
Sige, Ma'am Arlene, thank you for the information. Attendance plus picture. Ma'am Arlene, attendance plus picture.
Okay, class picture.
Class picture.
Okay,
Ma'am Arlene, Ma'am Ann. Our ITO officer would like to say something about our system because we can capture actually the individual attendance. Sir Floor.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am Marlene, ma'am Ann.
Yes, Sir Floor.
Na
Oo. Some of them are just using one computer, so all of them are in one venue.
hello, bisan usa lang ka computer ilang gigamit, pero pwede nga sila tanan mo login atong site nga akong gihatag. Individual di sila mag-attendance kay para ma-capture sila tanan.
Okay.
Sa pagsag sila mag-attendance para ma-capture sila tanan. As of now, katong gisulti ni Sir John, maorot dito ni sulod sa attendance. So, based sa nakita namin diri sa online, niabot og 6,000 plus ang views, pero ang attendance ora gito
6,000 views.
6,000 views. Pwede man gud siya tanaw karon.
Maybe also, Sir Floor, ang problema is the signal, internet connection, just like us here, putol-putol kayo choppy. And then when I ask also the school heads from Lala, the same problem they encountered also in Kapatagan, I think. So we asked also some also of the school heads coming from Kapatagan, parehas pod ka na, especially katong pag-start pa in the morning, wag gid kaayo maklaro nato ang talk ni Ma'am CMLD Chief. So may
kung naka-access sila sa YouTube, ma'am, nag-stream na po, pwede rin po silang access atong site na gihatag sa kahapon. Sa ka computer.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Sir Floor. Thank you. Lag mo ang good ka.
Okay, Chief. Ma'am Ann.
Lag in daw.
So the field is advised to log in even if you're using one laptop. You have to log in your attendance using that account. Chief.
Again? Sir Jong, what?
Chief, our ITO just told us that all attendees should log in even if they're using one laptop.
Okay, I think they hear that. So what time shall we start tomorrow, Sir Jong?
With our matrix here, preliminaries start exactly 8 in the morning. Ma'am Ann? Okay na, Chief? Mary Ann? So I guess that concludes our first day of our webinar on distance learning in light of COVID-19 pandemic. Again, God bless everyone. See you all tomorrow for our second day of our webinar on distance learning in light of COVID-19 pandemic. Bye-bye. Sawadee Kap. Okay. Yeah.